Alright everybody, this is going to be a video on how to tune a Bob Long G6R from scratch without a pressure tester. This is called the lurker method of tuning. In case you don't have your pressure tester, you have to, like I just serviced my regulators, both the HPR and LPR, and I don't have a pressure tester, so I'm resetting it up. There's a few things you need to do before you do this. You need to have decent paint. I have some Valken New World from a tournament yesterday that shot really well. You need to make sure you have air in your tank. This has got 3,000 psi, so I should be good. All you're going to need really is one pot of paint for a decent, to get it set up. You're not going to need a ton of paint. You're going to need your Allen wrench for your regulators, and you're going to need a chronograph. So the first thing you do before you turn it on, before you air it up, I take the regulators and I back the screws out until they are past, you can't see it, the camera won't focus that close, but you take the screw out so the head of the screw is past the body of the regulator. Same thing with the LPR. You want it to be past the body of the regulator a little bit. So, once you do that, you ensure that your dwell is set at your stock 6 milliseconds for a G6R. You can then air it up. You want to make sure that you're clean. You've cleaned and lubed your bolt and your rags and your ram before you do this. So I've just aired it up. As you can see, there's no air getting through the gun because all you hear is the solenoid. So, what I like to do, I'll start with the HPR, and you screw it inward until you start to feel, you'll hear it air up a little bit, you'll hear the air kind of flow through the regulator, and you'll feel a little bit of resistance. Once you get that, I like to go about a full turn past that. So now you've got air going to your HPR, but none going to your LPR, so it still will not cycle. So you bring your LPR in, okay, so you can see it just kind of plopped a ball out of the barrel. You're going to need a little bit more than that. So you just want you want the LVR just high enough so that you can shoot paintballs out of the barrel and get a reading on your chrono. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. We're at like 100, 125. I'm going to go up just a little bit higher with the LPR just because some of those didn't read. Just like an eighth of a turn. So there we go. Now we're shooting some paint. So 191, 165, 180, 179, 172, 165. What you do from there is you bring your HPR up, which is inward clockwise, a quarter turn. Okay? Clear a couple shots. You bring that up until your velocity kind of plateaus. So the velocity doesn't like I was just shooting 160 and I raised it and I was still shooting about 160. So you want to stop there with the HPR. Okay? So now you got your HPR. The maximum feet per second you get with your HPR with your LPR set really low. Now you go in about an eighth of a turn with your LPR at a time. .225, 223, 228, 229, 223. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the HPR and go up some. About a quarter turn. Ooh. be fine. Okay. 161. Yeah, so the HPR is definitely too high. So we'll bring that back down your quarter turn. Okay. Bring my LPR up another 1/8 of a turn. I think we're getting close. 255, 241, 252, 262, 263, 270, 268. We're 250, 260 right now. I'm going to bring the LPR up some more. Another 1/8 of a turn. 277, 277, 272, 273, 264, 270. So bring the LPR up just another 1/8 of a turn. $265, $258, $258, $274, $266. Okay, so I brought the LPR up and the velocity didn't increase. So at that point, you're going to want to go back to your HPR again. And I went about almost a quarter turn. $287, $281, $288. 286, 284, 289, 290, 286. So we're about where we want to be. You can slightly, like I'm bringing it up just a little bit on the HPR again. Oh, there we go. 295, 294, 282, 293, 284, 284, 286, 286, 281, 283. I'm going to touch the LPR just a hair. I'm shooting for 290 plus. 289, 298, 295, 293, 292, 298. That's what I want to see. So that's about perfect. And then you just take it and you want to shoot a stream to make sure that you don't get any drop off or weird issues. Alright. So that's how you set up a G6R without a pressure tester. Common problems will be if you get the LPR too high, you will the bolt will come forward and it will kind of stay forward for half a second and it will make a venting sound. And that's how you know your LPR is a little bit too high. If any point you're going, you're doing this, adjusting your regs, and you turn the regulator up, but the velocity goes down, you want to go back to the spot where it was the highest because you've went past your maximum point, and so you need to bring it back down to the maximum point. You're balancing these two against each other to get that proper tuning in so that you'll shoot your field velocity, whatever you're going for, nice and consistently. So I always leave the dwell stock. I never mess with that. You can if you want, but there's no point. And yeah, so it's going to be the same for any G6R. You can use this for the LV1, any of the Victory Pop-It platforms. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.